Hello there! It is a Sunday and I'm actually doing a stream today. Wow! Get rid of that. And also I guess I'll say hello, considering I'm on a title screen here. So, yeah, welcome to this game called Timberborn. It's like beaver shit, I don't know. I didn't know what to do today on stream, because I don't want to do Minecraft stuff. I'm actually making the episode right now, which is kind of weird. I didn't really have anything else to do, so I figured why not I'll do a streaming thing on this game. So, let's see. I guess we'll just kind of get into it. New games. I've never played this game with headphones on before. So, what's weird is that there was music before I started the stream, but then after I started the stream, it was like, nope, no music on the main menu. But yeah, so the base game has these two factions here. This and this. This one is one that I've got from a mod that I guess I'll use this because it's slightly more interesting. But yeah. Also, before I get too far off, the reason why I didn't stream on Friday is because I was watching a different bit of content that happened to be streamed there. So, oh well. I guess that happened. It'll happen again in the future, I'm sure. Not that I really had anything I wanted to stream on Friday. So, let's see. Let's go for custom map. I don't have that many maps downloaded. Let's see. Which one should I do? There are definitely ones of these that I've somehow downloaded but never done before. Also, some of these are in are only work in the experimental branch, which is unfortunate. Island of Power. Well, this looks relatively large. Let's do this one. Normal difficulty, that's fine. Alright, let's then crack open the drink of the stream. Let's get going. Because why the hell not? We're loading. And not responding. Which I'm sure is just... Look, I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. We'll just open tab. Wait for the program to respond. I'm sure it'll respond soon. I don't know why it's having issues right now. Memory usage is climbing, so I think it is low. I mean, okay, it's a big map, I guess. Memory usage is climbing, though, so... Everything is fine, guys. Everything is completely fine. So. RAM is still climbing. Oh, here we go. Okay, what would you like our sediment to be called? Let's see. Best live stream ever. What characters are illegal? Why would you let me type the characters if they were illegal? I'm guessing it's the exclamation points. Yeah, that was it. Alright, let's get a lay of the land here. Feels stuttery, but it is apparently at a full 60 FPS. So, we have some nice fertile land here. We got, I'd assume there's a water source up here. Yep, there's a water source. It's probably not going to be very high flow rate, but for some reason it does have these things that would allow us to send the flow differently. Ooh, nice little natural aqueduct there. Before that spills out this way, encounters a bad water source, and then does other stuff. This is an interesting map. We got a massive bad water pool right here. That aqueduct's over this way and joins up with other bad... Actually, no, this is just its own river. Wow, there's a lot of aqueducts in this map. Interesting. Whoa, what's going on over here? Ooh. Is this like a fountain of youth situation here? Oh, there's a mine right in the center there. Ah. And then it's just a giant pool of water that flows down. Wow, this looks... Okay, this is a cool map. I don't know who made this one. Ah, another mine in this little pit here. Alright, anyhow, let's stop gawking at the map for now, as most of it is kind of irrelevant to me at the moment. Right now, I'm interested in survival and... Okay, cool. Okay, step one, let's build some path here. So, down here, obviously, we've got these berries. So, step one is get a gatherer flag for those. We'll bring that down to there. Additionally, wow, there's a lot of bad water that just kind of flows around here that may cause problems. Can I just send the path directly? No, okay. I'm gonna have to sneak around some of these. Oh, well, I guess that's as far as I can put it right now until I get rid of some of these berry bushes, because I want to build a farm over here. Oh, there's also not many trees here, which is also, I guess, a bit of a problem. So we'll have to speed run our way to a forestry by the looks of things. All right, let's get a lumberjack flag. Get that in here, and let's get going. Let's let some of these beavers get beavering. It is important that we do get a good food situation under control quickly, otherwise we will run into massive problems. Massive problems. Which is why we get the gathering flag up first. I guess I can also have resources that come over this way demolished. That way we can build a farmhouse over this way. Yep, that's just some logs. Ooh. So we put a farmhouse there. Oh. Well, okay. That can be get rid of. And then we'll make this land here farmable. Outside of the berry bushes, because the berry bushes are okay, but they're not that good in terms of food. Ooh. Okay, well, that will take a while for that stuff to go. Let's see. Tomatoes, I think, are a good one. I have briefly played with this faction. I mean, it's not a base game faction, but I have played a bit with it to kind of see what it's about. Let's ham in all of these berry bushes here. All right. Obviously, the other important, I guess, very important thing I need to do is water in it. So that'll work. That'll pump water, and then we're gonna need the storages. So storage, we're gonna need a water storage. And what is this? 15 logs? I don't know if we're gonna even have this many logs, but why not? Tomatoes? Tomatoes. Perfect. Alright. Cause yeah, I guess there's a fair amount of dead trees over this way that we'll be able to grind through for a while. And then over this way we got some very much alive trees. And hopefully then we'll be able to cross the river and get to these other trees. Alright, while stuff slowly goes on here, let's give a little bit of a look at the map. So here's our little starting location here. Let's start by following this. So this, we got a water source here. It pulls out this way. Mixes with some bad water here where it runs, let's say, off this way into this lake here, which then runs downwards into the general ocean here. The other direction, which is mostly bad water, joins with this other bad water river here, which then runs out into this, out the side area here. There's a lot of little water sources around this map, which is pretty cool, actually. Usually maps only have like 3 or 4 water sources on them. Let's see, this relatively low flow river of bad water here. Okay, so this is a pretty weak bad water source by the looks of things. It is, right next to the start here and up on this cliff. that then goes over this aqueduct here, which is interesting. But it doesn't look like it has very much flow to it, like, at all. So it wouldn't be that useful for power. If we come over this way, ooh, this one has quite a bit more flow to it. It's a spiral thing. It spirals downwards here over this aqueduct. Then, wow, it goes far. Splits here. Wow. These are some large river systems here. This up over here. Bits go over this way. Yeah, this is a big map. Well, this way we got a fair amount of prosperity and water. Wow. Is this something? We've got a bad water section surrounded by a regular water section, which is a water source? Why is the bad water going to that? Let me try looking underground here. Nope, I am extremely confused. Do water sources consume... Are water sources able to consume bad water? That's a weird mechanic. So I imagine in a bad tide, this whole thing just overflows? Interesting. Yes, so the surrounding water comes from over here. Runs around it. It's not very much flow. Over this aqueduct. Down here. Over another aqueduct. And eventually falls into the general sea here. Oh, this is a very interesting map. So many little why is the game frozen? Okay. Well, anyway. Gotten a little bit more of a look at the map here. For now, these beavers are sleeping, so we're gonna fast forward through the night. And, I guess shit will continue moving. Right, the farmhouse is currently... Well, I think we have some unemployed beavers, so let's go build the path over this way. Build a lumberjack flag out this way, and then we'll mark all of these trees choppable. As well as the ones up this level here, as they will be generally accessible. That should help our current logging problems. But it is, of course, early game, so we're probably fine, probably. Oh, we have over 100 berries? Oh, we start with a bunch of berries, that's why. I'm sure that this guy does not actually have that many berries stockpiled. No, I don't want to... I want to select the workplace. Thank you. Yeah, this guy's 20. Yeah, life conditions are bad because no one has water. Let's... Hopefully I don't lose immediately here because I didn't prioritize water. I was imagining food was going to be a much bigger problem. Oh, and we have kids growing up. Oh, we'll probably be fine. Come on, bring us the logs, bring us the logs. And we'll make this the highest priority workspace as well. Okay, there we go. Get pumping, whoever's in here. Okay, pump, because literally everyone is depending on you. Uh-huh. Alright, now they're building the storages and whatnot. No one is unemployed anymore. Great. Alright, life conditions are slowly improving a little bit. Bit by bit, stuff's improving. Are these trees... Okay, let's mark these trees here as cuttable. Oh, we didn't plant tomatoes here. Basically, everywhere that can be planted as tomato here should be planted as tomato. Oop. There as well. Alright. Where does this guy... This guy can actually reach... Oh, wow, all the way over this way. Okay, well... If you can reach all the way back to here... that we should have all the way back to there. That's an area where, unfortunately, there is some contamination over here, which is very unfortunate. Alright, that's more area for us to farm, which is always a good thing. Alright, it looks like we've stabilized now. We've got some water coming in. We've got food. Here, let's build a couple small warehouses, like right here, for the blueberries. Beep. Alright, so now we'll be able to move them from here into there, which will hopefully fix everything. Okay, we still need more water, but that should hopefully stabilize in the next couple of days. The next, I guess, important thing for us to do, well, actually, let's get... And everyone's thirsty again. Well, again, that shit is going to stabilize over the next couple of days here. Let's get a stockpile for logs to be placed at. Because, we're going to need that. And then we can get working on housing. Which, where do we put housing? Probably like over this way, I'd say, because this is pretty barren land here. So let's build some houses. We only have one house unlocked right now, I guess. That's the lodge. These things store 3 people, and we have 12. So we're going to need 4 of these things. And I think this faction has an interesting thing where you only actually need to connect one of them to a path, and they all get connected to a path. Which is pretty cool. Yeah, it looks like they all may be showing that they're connected to the path network, which is nice. Anyhow, it'll take them a minute to build that stuff. In the meantime, I guess we wait. Unconnected buildings. Oh, of course they decided to do this one first. There we go. See? Now it's connected. And, okay, so that should keep our colony at a sustained that level. Okay, we actually have 2 unemployed beavers. Let's build another water pump. Because I think we need it. Where? Water pump. Is there a way I can get this? No, there's not an easy way I can get the path through here. Oh, wait, no, I can go around this thing. There we go. Let's get rid of that. The thing's just kind of annoying. It doesn't need to be there. It doesn't help anything. Well, there goes a bunch of levels of well-being. Let's see. This river, I guess, contributes to the general... Yeah, it just kind of flows around here into this over here. Yeah, and I guess it just collects from other sources as well. Alright. Yeah, I find it very interesting how a water source is a sink for bad water. What is it? Okay, there's a mine in there. But then there's like 4 bad water sources in here. This thing is perfect. This thing is gonna overflow like 100% when a bad tide hits. Which is gonna be interesting to see all this stuff getting bad tided. Anyhow. That's not gonna happen for a long time though. We are starting to run low on berries. Oh, but it's the first harvest of the tomatoes, so everything is fine. We're all good. Water and stuff is being pumped now. This guy's got barely anything left to do. So logs are being produced elsewhere. Alright. Alright, so I think we can start working towards forestry / like stuff to get over these rivers. Alright. Okay. Food is doing good now. I feel like this one water storage ain't enough, though, so we'll put in a few more, actually. Because I know how this game goes. And a level of... a well-being score of 5. Ooh, actually, another fun thing with these things is I can actually just make the path go through them. And they will, I believe, they'll actually go through the buildings to get to the path. It's all considered connected, which is wild. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I think we're probably gonna end up moving this lumberjack flag over this way so we can take out these trees, and this can become another farming area. Food insecurity is definitely something we have to think about right now. This river is this is the river that we are feeding off of. It's all the same level here. Interesting. Let's see. So, in terms of the workshop, not sure. Well, here, let's, because for power, we'll need to start with, or I want to start with a water wheel, because obviously that's going to be, actually, here, this doesn't really make too much sense here. Oh, got crap in the water here. Ugh. Alright, so we'll build a dam across here, actually. Just because I guess we can. Yeah. Build a dam across there and there. No. God dang it. An autosave screwed up my damn building. Because that's the only current, in the water structure we can build, and that will not really impede the flow for now. And actually, during the first drought, that will hold back a fair bit of water that we could use. Yeah, our water's coming from these couple of water sources up here. And it's flowing down over the mountain, over this little waterfall here. Then it's meandering around this little river here. And then that's where it comes by us, and that's where we can pump it. So yeah. Okay, can also start having these little stumps removed as well as those, because these are all nuisances. Eventually there will probably just be a lot of berry bushes, but that's, I guess, something I'll deal with for the time being. It just happens like that, guys. It's just a thing we gotta deal with. Food is doing pretty well. That's good to see. Well, feels like it's doing pretty well. A drought could hit, and then we'll suddenly have, 0 food. So, why did I just stop hearing audio? Phone's low on battery. That has nothing to do with it. Oh, okay. My headphones just connected to something different. And I have no idea to what. So please hold as I try to figure this out. Yeah, there is no audio coming out of my speakers. What the fuck just happened? Well, let me, first, headphones. Get my headphones working. Click connect. Okay, my headphones are reconnected to my computer. Oh. Okay. Audio's back. Have you guys not been able to hear this audio the whole time? Actually, I'm a little bit concerned now. Okay, this is not appearing on OBS. Why? Wait, is this game outputting just to my headphones and not to my actual computer's output audio source? There's nothing about audio device in here. Here, let me go. I'm gonna resume the game since stuff keeps rolling. Switch back to this scene so I can troubleshoot stuff a little bit more. I can open a voice meter. I don't think in there it's going to show anything. Yeah, because that's showing it giving proper audio output to all the necessary things. OBS is showing speakers as not having any audio through them. So the fact that they got rid of volume mixer in Windows 11 is just like, oh, just do this thing. No, that's a shitty replacement for it. No, the output, the default output device in Windows looks fine. Well, let's see. Yeah, just using the default devices. God, Windows 11, this audio mixer, the volume mixer in Windows 11, which is just a part of the settings menu, is so goddamn shitty compared to the Windows 10 one. Like, it doesn't show me the audio levels that are coming to or from a program like it did in Windows 10. It just shows me the raw thing. It just shows me their volume. Let's see. Configure to manage audio, adjust volume for apps. Click that. That's motherfucker. That's just a Bing search. I guess that is help from the web. Okay. Is this an OBS problem? Speakers, advanced audio properties. That's not it. Let's go to regular properties. Device, defaults. Click on speakers, maybe change that. Oh, okay, now the audio is working. Okay, well, sorry that you guys haven't been able to hear any of the actual game audio this whole time. I don't know how long OBS has been fucked like that for. At least my personal audio was fun drought. Well. Yeah, we're probably fine. We have 300 food stocked up right now. This thing's actually full. We need more storage of food, because then you can never have enough. So we'll build one over here, we'll say. Because I'm not entirely sure how quickly we're going to go through all this food here during the drought. Make that some tomato there, because we don't have a thing there anymore. And then we can also get rid of that. Okay, they built this, which is good. That means I can now build a water wheel. Oh, yeah, a thing I know about this faction is they don't like getting wet, so... Which is weird, because they're beavers. Can build the water wheel. I can't connect it up to anything until I get... Well, I guess we'll... That really does defeat the whole point of this, though. We can create a temporary workaround, I guess. While I figure out what's going to go on here. Can we please view the water normally? Thank you. Alright, we're stocked on water. Stocked on blueberries. Pretty heavily stocked on tomatoes. So... yeah, what are they building instead of demolishing this shit? I don't even think I have any building. Oh wait, this is, I gotta mark all these trees for cutting, don't I? There we go. Mark all the trees as cuttable. And just like mark everything as available for cutting in this area, because I actually do not care if shit does or does not get cut down. In fact, I usually do want stuff being cut down. Okay, how much power does this thing generate? 90 actually, that's pretty decent. That's obviously in a 3-way channel, so... Shoot, let me... preemptively put some path in to prevent the total expansion of those berry bushes, and then I'd have to remove them. Is there anything that in well-being that I can... Oh, I have the campfire unlocked. Cool, that's just 15 logs. Let's, yeah, let's build one of these like, right here. Okay, here's the drought. Build one of these right here, just to bring some joy to their world. And then our dams will do their job and hold the water, and hold some of this water in. Oh, there is a bit of a drop there. Okay. So holds that much water in, which is actually a fair amount of water, actually. But we do have to worry about evaporation. Yeah, we should probably be fine for a while here. All the other things start to disappear. I mean, this won't completely disappear, but, you know. We should be fine. We got a lot of tomatoes here. And this is only a 3-day drought as well. So, everything's fine. Ooh, new well-being. Wow. Just that campfire kind of skyrocketed well-being up. That's pretty cool. Let's see. So, a lumber mill is the thing that we like really need right now to push ourselves forward. I mean, I guess we also need to start doing research. So actually, because we can't really power a lumber mill yet, we'll get it built anyway. But we need more population, which means these things, which housing. Housing is how we get population in this faction, just like the folktale. Yeah, and then there's a town. This building lacks a worker, which is extra annoying because the way I'm going to temporarily power it is via this thing, which also requires a worker, but we'll like put it down to 1. If we ever have availability of workers now, we'll have something for them to do. But until then, hopefully we're not going to overexhaust our resources with this. At least that's the goal here. Alright. What is this thing? It's just logs. It's 50 logs for this thing! Holy fuck, that is a lot! Oh. We have access to those pine trees across the river now. That's pretty cool. Here, let me... I should remove that. Oh, I guess the water in this little section here is done. Whatever. If I... how is this guy in terms of shit that he can still reach? Oh, he's got some stuff over here he can still reach. Is this stuff marked for cutting? It is. So there's still a bit of stuff in range for this guy to do. Once this guy's done, I can actually move him across the river here, and then we can get some of this stuff taken out. Oh, hey, the drought's over. Look at that. We survived just fine. We're making this work. In fact, I don't even think we didn't even run out of our supply generation, let alone the stock supplies. That was pretty good, actually. Take a second for this river to regenerate, of course. But, yeah, that was pretty cool. Pretty good. We did it, guys. We did it. Oh. Both of these guys... Oh, neither of these guys have an employee. They're just not showing it. Alright, That's, of course, Thing is, as long as we're not consuming all this food, I think I just want to continuously add more and more storage. It's just what is a good place to do? I guess back here we could say, regardless of these resources, let's just actually get rid of all this crap that's back here. And then we'll take a path directly out from this storage back this way. And then this is where we could just, this could be our like bulk storage district back here, where we just store a bunch of stuff, and we'll just start piling stuff on top of other stuff in terms of storage back here. It'll be like a massive block of just random crap we're storing. Alright. Starting with some more food storage all the way in the back here. Which, of course, this is not gonna... Okay, it's gonna line itself well to that. And, and that, let's say. So both of these will be tomatoes. This is doubling our total storage, because we do appear to currently be producing a decent deal more than we're currently consuming, which is good. In fact, you know what? Here, we'll use this little space here to do a little bit more blueberry storage. See, we're making efficient use of our space here. The only annoying part is actually liquid storage won't work here, because you can't build on top of liquid storages. The other two types of storage here we can build on top of, just the liquid storage we cannot. Now, speaking of which, I might as well put in a bit more of that right here. Because we quite frankly can. Needs power. It does have a person to work it right now, but it doesn't have a guy to power it right now, which is a little unfortunate. But hey, we're getting a good stockpile of resources that will hopefully prevent sudden problems or shocks from harming us. Which will, of course, allow us to do smoother expansion in the future. Let's see, we have 3 free beds, so an entire one of these things is empty. Unfortunately, they don't just like actually make a building completely empty, they'll spread out, which is annoying. But yeah, back in these things you can just connect them or have them all placed on top of one another, and they'll just all, and you need one path entrance, and it just works. Is very convenient. Very, very convenient. Alright, let's see. I guess we're just kind of waiting for more population right now, so we can start getting logs, and then eventually science. Actually, so... Inventor Hut. Ooh. I mean, like, what else could we use this ridge for, right? Let's put an Inventor Hut there, and set you to low job priority. That way, whenever we just get someone, they'll be able to go in there and start doing us science. Actually, I'm gonna be bold as well, and I'm gonna put in 2 more house. Okay, this guy's done. Let's take him over. Well, for now, I guess you can work on one of these buildings. But we'll take you over to here. We'll grab all of the trees in this area here for choppage, which can, yep, they can all be accessed by that lumberjack flag. Oof. Get rid of that little tree there. Alright. Yeah, nice little colony we got going here. It's all going smoothly for now. But then again, we haven't hit a bad tide yet, which is, or a longer drought. Those would be real tests of our ability to survive. Well, considering that this farmhouse can't seem to actually get over here to fully harvest all these crops, I think we're probably fine. And another farmhouse would probably not be the most productive thing in the world, and yeah, I'm just gonna do it anyway. Why not? Okay, I'm guessing this guy has no worker. Oh, we're actually making planks right now. That is why. That's fine, actually. And we have 2 workspace jobs that are not filled. 5 children currently, which is great. The future is full of usable labor. I don't know why everyone's just kind of like standing around here waiting for stuff. I'll give the workers a bit more to do, or the builders a bit more to do here by having them get rid of all the stumps and stuff that have been left around here. Let's get rid of some of these rubble blocks, which exist over here for some reason. Just mark all of this crap for shopping. Alright, and now again, we are just waiting for more beavers to grow up in order to actually get put to work. In the meantime, actually, I guess I can take rooftop terrace. Oh yeah, we'll put that there, connected to the path. Tooth grinder. This sounds useful. Let's see. Where is there a place that I can just put this thing without? Ah, right here. Now taking space from potentially something else. Right there will work. Actually, up here would probably be a good place for the tree farm to go. Because I'm not using this. My game just froze. Probably an autosave. Yeah, so I'm not using this stuff for anything else. We got some water right here to, I guess, irrigate all the trees. Yeah, up here would be a good place to do the tree farm in the future. Actually, let's mark it as such. I don't want it to be birch, though. No, of course, I can't. Oh, can I mark trees without? Let's see, maple. I mean, oak is obviously the best. Probably put some of that at the back. 15.5 days for an apple tree. That's 3 logs. Versus 6 logs for 28 days. I mean, if you're going to go for that length, you might as well get the 2 extra days for the 2 more logs. But an apple tree, which is only a couple more days than a pine tree, it produces another log. That's it, go apple trees. And maybe we'll start getting... I don't think they can eat apples directly. Okay. I actually have to unlock the forester first. Damn it. Alright. We are still in need of, yeah, we still have to wait for their... Okay. Oh, actually, I need to put in storage for the planks. Let's do that. Storage. Industrial pile. I guess the back there... that area back there, I guess, will not be particularly used for too much. Don't know what the small storage could be that's going to go in the back here, but we'll put a small storage there, and then I guess I'll probably have just like put a platform or something, a levee in that corner. Yeah, that sounds good. Alright. This area is slowly being cleared back here. Alright, everything is going pretty well for this colony. I'd say pretty well. Yeah, again, we're now just waiting for a significant amount of science points to roll in. We have 13 apparently. And a beaver's injured. Great. Right when we didn't have the workforce to spare, a beaver gets injured. We don't have the medical bed because unlocking that is an additional 80 medicine, and to start with we want stairs. These things, that's 70. And there's a dry departure. Well, that's probably fine. Just in case, because I'm paranoid about our water right now. Let's just add more water storage. We really should upgrade to larger tanks as soon as it's feasible to do so. Those will take planks, which is fine, because we have some plank production. Not too particularly much, but we don't need really any of them right now. Eventually it'll be way more reliable with that instead of... Yeah... This thing wants 7... Wait, what? Oh, this thing's producing 75. Okay, that's a strange number for a single beaver to produce, but okay. A single beaver is apparently worth 75 horsepower. Who knew? Alright. Oh, wait, we have 2 unemployed beavers right now? That's, very useful. Very useful indeed. That makes me want to put more inventor huts down. Because we will need... Well, right now we are actually just waiting on science, so... Where do I put them, though? I guess I put them... Well, that's not a good position for them. Let's put them... Lag. Here. There we go. And that'll give those 2 unemployed beavers a place to do stuff. But also, I guess, increase the number of builders, but we don't need to do that right now. Interesting, we still have 48 berries stored away in there. Okay, one day until we have the drought hit, which I do not foresee a problem with. Wow, we already have a decent mob of beavers that head this way every morning. Alright, there we go. Now everyone's employed, and we're producing a decent amount of science. Actually, yes, power shafts are unlocked by default, so I'll be able to build a power shaft that comes over this way relatively easy, although the path is a little bit concerning here. I obviously can't get rid of this, and I don't have anywhere to go up and down with the shafts unless I unlock it. We'll figure it out. I also would want the platform, so there's that. It's 40 for the vertical power shaft. We're in a drought. And the levy is 120. Platform's 100. Ooh, I think we can unlock the stairs now, though. Yeah, stairs are only 70. We have 80. Let's go. Alright. Now we can do this. And, oh, it's perfect that this is the drought. So we'll mark this shit as cuttable. And if possible... Okay, cool. It's just gonna go for it. Nice. And don't even have to worry about wet fur. Let's go. Alright. Perfect. Alright, start placing in a couple power shafts, I guess. And, we can... Once this log is collected, we'll be able to get rid of this. Alright, there's our power shaft started. Alright, let's get rid of the stairs. because we do not want them to just remain there. Next thing we want, I guess, is the platform that's at 100. But for now, I'll start building the actual shaft that we're gonna... Oh, piss. Alright, well... Well, this thing just dried up, so that's convenience, I suppose. Yeah, we bumped that way faster this time. Okay, we'll build the shaft to there, and then to there. I guess we'll have to build some stairs up here as well. Mark this stuff as cuttable. Alright. What the hell? What did my headphones just connect to? So, guess we're going back to this. Things I had no fun. Okay, that's the thing I just don't like about these headphones. They'll just randomly disconnect from whatever they're connected to and connect to something else. Only thing I could think of is my laptop. So my desktop here, actually, it's not on the main screen. I can definitely show this. Hang on a second. So, here, I'll just go back to the main stream so you guys, or main screen so you guys can see stuff. But like, okay. My laptop, which is like right here, it should be in sleep mode. Should be in sleep mode. If I can type my goddamn password right. Is this thing what my headphones connected to? It is. Why? This thing was in sleep mode. Why would you connect to it? Why would you even try to connect to my headphones? What the actual fuck? Don't do it again, laptop! I swear, I've had issues. I don't daily drive these headphones anymore. So, it's like, not that much of an issue. But I've had issues in the past where I've been watching a video on my phone, or listening to a video on my phone as I'm walking, with the laptop in my backpack, and then just randomly, you know, that's asleep, my headphones just randomly connect to the laptop for no fucking reason. It's so goddamn annoying. My headphones that I use on the daily basis these days, though, those have a different problem, is that they don't want to connect to anything but my phone. It's like an actual pain to get them to do that. Alright, once again, we didn't really run out of water supply here, so we never really felt the full effects of this drought. So that's pretty cool. But we did manage to, get all of this stuff. Oh wow, we have a lot of science suddenly. Okay. Unlock the platform. And actually, we also have enough for the vertical power shaft. Hell yeah. So I'm gonna need to build this platform so they can get to that. The drought is over now, so they don't want to fall in the water. Let's check on over this way. Still got a bunch of trees. Again, as I am saying, this is going to be our second farm. So farm 1 and farm 2. This is going to be the forestry. And for now we're doing industry here, but that's probably going to end up moving somewhere else. Maybe the other side of Oak. So like over here, we've got a lot more land over here. Might be able to harness some power out of this. I don't know. Yeah, they're slowly building stuff up now. Okay, the water's back. So this guy is spinning. Sure, I can also now build this and have all this crap cut down. Alright. So, and then I actually don't want that there, so we're just going to get rid of that. But now, we'll build this bit by bit, that way they don't get into a situation where they can't build it because they're stupid. That happens from time to time. Ah, shit, this requires gears. Shit. I didn't think this one through now, did I? Did not think this one through. This thing is currently producing like 90 power. A gear workshop. 100. We do have 100 science. We're actually producing science really fast. We do have like a few unemployed beavers, so we'll how much I don't know how much energy that'll require. We'll just bump this up like a beaver and hope that's enough. God damn, I'm so pissed that I didn't realize that would require gears. It's a temporary gear workshop, I will say, mind you. Okay, I will observe that we appear to be using water a little bit faster than it maybe is being produced right now. Maybe it's time we need more water and more water pumpage, more water pumpage. So actually, I'll get that prepared over here. I think is a good space for this. So we'll put this out on the platform. That way we can have more stuff going on along here. Put another yeah, sure. We'll put 3 people on there. That way we can get the full speed of both of these things. Oh, motherfuckers, they went home today. Oh, it wasn't actually finished. LOL. Or was it? I don't know. Anyhow. Okay, we should be able to complete this shaft. Actually, we can put in a second power wheel. And theoretically a third in the future if we really want to. But that would require me going back there. Actually, no, I could just delete that. Oh. Game lag. Okay. Alright. Okay. This and this can now go. We've got our resources. We don't need that for a while, probably. We won't need gears. We don't need to waste beavers on some of that crap. Alright. We now have 6 unemployed beavers, which is all good. And we also have this thing powered with a ridiculous amount of spare horsepower. This guy is also good to go. Okay, so... let's increase the number of builders. I think we could spare that now. Food levels are fine, I guess. We do have the fact that this farmhouse actually can't seem to harvest everything in time, which is always fun. Over here we aren't yet done with the deforesting, which is always fun. I guess we could actually start building the proper forestry up here. So let's unlock the forester, and we'll stick the building here. Yeah, that'll be able to reach most of the important shit. Put that there. And then we'll be able to plant apple trees, I think is what I decided I want for most of this area. We'll make this whole section here out of apple trees. And then we'll go with some oak trees in the back here. And we'll make sure that this entire area here is marked cuttable. That's kind of important. Actually, let's put a staircase in there. Make sure that this area is marked cuttable. And then we'll assign this more oak trees, I guess, because why not? A long-term hardy supply of tree is always good. There we go. And then obviously the counterpart to that that forester is the good old lumberjack flag. I guess we'll just keep this tree here. Why not? And that takes care of some of our demand for stuff. Ooh, we're full on logs. Let's build a log storage over this way then. Storage. We got an industrial pile. For logs. Actually, we'll build a tiny log storage there as well. Yeah, just like that. I guess, yeah, we'll put some platforms back in these gaps here. I'll also unlock the levee now, just so that I have it for later. Because I'll almost certainly need it. A lot of stumps over this way. Alright. Jeez, this guy still has a fair amount of trees to go over here. But you know what? Here, I'll build the farmhouse that's going to go over this way right now. Because we do have the population for that right now. Nah, this is going to be fine right here. Build the farmhouse. Now let's see, what? So we have a lot of potatoes or tomatoes already. The problem is with most of these things, I think they, apart from radish, this one can be eaten raw. Bell peppers, loaf. Does it auto-save him? Probably. Cannot be eaten raw. That needs further processing. Beets also can't be eaten raw. Wheat. What can you do with some of this? Canola? Corn. Actually, I think corn is a good one, because corn is easy, I think, to process into something that is eatable. Edible. So, you know, let's plant this area with corn. And then we'll have, I guess, a second type of available food. I just gotta remember, what do you need to do to process corn? Oh, you just cook it in the grill. Perfect. So we'll put, well, I guess we are, okay. Grilled corn. And then we'll put a bit of regular corn storage here. And then we'll come back here and we'll build some storages for we'll build a storage there and there for cooked corn. Why am I not seeing? There it is. And in fact, we'll come back in here and place, I guess, we'll put the small warehouse all the way in the back, because why not? This is going to be a raw corn warehouse. Small, but we're making good use of the space here. I will put a stair up there just so that we maybe get that done in the future. Storage block really getting filled out back here. Maybe we'll be on to second level soon, actually. Here, let's kind of promote that. Let's start. Ooh, a drought is approaching. Yeah, we'll probably be fine. So yeah, let's just start filling this area with platforms. That way, ooh, we can actually get the beaver, or the medical now. Medbed, yeah, okay. Where do I want to put some of these? Oh, I can put one. I can put 3 right there. These are pretty cheap. Alright. Yeah, there we go. There's a nice... I mean, seeing into these storage buildings isn't the easiest thing to do. I guess we could just use the various views up here. But yeah. So now this area will be the cornfield. And we'll have to make sure we come back here and eventually slowly fill this space with more corn as soon as we possibly can. Actually, if we wanted to, could actually expand the arable land over here by busting down all of these things. Actually, we'll want to get rid of these trees first. So we can turn this area into a lake. That's what I'm saying. Turn this area into a lake. It currently, where does it currently run? Is this currently... Yeah, it currently does not outlet anywhere, which is good, I guess. It could, I guess, just act as more of a reservoir. Yeah, that's good. We are, however, basically running up against our population limit at the moment. So, I will add more housing. What could possibly go wrong? Even more housing, so that we can slowly increase that beaver population once again. Ah, there's my storage block. Nice and solid, ready for, eventually, a second layer to pile on top of it. This looks precarious. Anyhow. Yeah, I guess over this way I think is where we'll do our industrial area. We can have like bad water pumps that operate off of this little lake here. Why is there a random bit of... Is there a water source up here? Oh, there is a water source. I guess the thing is powerful enough to put some regular water in there. That's kind of weird. Because, you know, other places, obviously, I'm seeing these water sources which are consuming the bad water. So I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, this over here would probably be a good place for industry. We have metal that I guess that will eventually get up here. More corn. And here's a 4-day drought. Okay, this one we'll probably actually test our facilities that actually store shit. Okay, and I guess this guy's out of power now as well. What is this guy missing? Clay. Motherfucker. How do we get clay? Will it be under industry? Tapper shack. Clay pit. This is doable. Put this guy, like, here. It's kind of an annoying... Oh, yeah, let's unlock that. And clay, I think, is a resource that gets stored in an industrial pile. So we'll do this. And I guess we'll fill in that corner there to make a solid surface. Let's set this thing to clay. And then we can put another one of these here. Right? Is that how big these things are? Another one of these things here. And then I don't know what we're going to do about this corner. We could just put a couple more small warehouses in here or something. I don't know. We'll have to see. We will have to see. We have no planks right now, though. Piss. Well, that's not going to be able to be doable until after the drought, then, because obviously we don't have any planks. Oh, nice. No planks. Actually, so... with this, can't do anything until the drought is over. I'm going to quickly go take a pee break, so I will therefore be right back. What? My headphones just did the thing again! Alright then, let's figure out what is going... Actually, wait, no. It's not my headphones. The game itself just... Well, that was weird. That was very weird. Extremely weird, in fact. Alright, well... The drought's almost over. We did not exhaust our water supply once again. And so everything is business as usual. Yeah. Guess we just go back to what we normally do then. Ooh, nothing to do in range for you. Goodbye. Autosave. I don't know why this is lagging so much today. Usually it does not lag nearly this much. Alright. Let's take care of all these stumps and we'll do something over here in the future. Don't know what, but it's a available area. More water pumps probably? There's a river here. What the hell? Or wait, can water pumps? Interesting, actually. Maybe some water sources are just negative in the amount of water that they produce. So you just feed them with another water. Interesting. Which means that if we just block this thing up, we could flood this area here. What the hell is going on in here? Okay. Well, notes. Noted. That is interesting. Noted. Okay. Well. Beep to there. Let's just mark this entire section in here for cutting, because I don't want these trees to go to complete waste. When inevitably I'm like, hey, let's just try to overflow this area over here. Turn it into a giant water basin type thing. Although, bad tides would kind of fuck with that, I guess. So... having a drain that I can just turn on at any point is actually pretty cool. So... in that case, what I'd want to do... Well, I'd want to do a bunch of stuff around here. I want to protect this thing a lot, but have like floodgates that I can control to open up the drain, I guess I'll say. But where would the intended outlet for this thing be? I guess right here would work for that, but this is obviously bad water, so that wouldn't be... I mean, I guess we could replace this with a sluice that would allow the water to just rush out this way. Because other than that, it would just, I guess, fill all the way up. And then overflow all sides, which would include over this way, which would be kind of annoying. That's probably best we don't do that. Anyhow, let's build the path, actually. Let's actually build out the path over to this. Then I guess we gotta put a lumberjack flag in. Alright. Okay, we do have planks again, which means we have this. We have clay coming in, which means we have this, which is producing corn, which the beavers are consuming immediately because, of course, they are. It's that quality of life stuff that we gotta get up, man. Alright. Yeah, so, I mean, I guess it's not too early to be doing these crazy... I mean, considering we do appear to be on a pretty solid footing here. Doing a crazy... We have a bunch of food, a bunch of water and stuff, so... A crazy infrastructure project is not out of the question right now. Ooh. Let's make sure all this shit in here can get chopped. And make sure all this stuff can get chopped. This is, I'm pretty sure, just overflow that's gotten in here. Oop, there's our standard of living, that is. Okay. Wait for this shit to get built. I guess the beavers are just being a little bit lazy right now. But yeah, I think this little area here is currently just overflow from the river. So, we should be good to, in the future, just kind of or remove these so that we can get at these. And then, because this is a bit bigger, might evaporate a little bit quicker? I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, I could flood this whole area, making this area significantly greener. Oh. Huh. What is going on with this little pathway for the water up here? It looks like high evaporation hell here, but eventually it would outlet over here. Interesting. I'm not too interested in that right now. I'm just interested in, I guess, building up more of a reservoir type area. So eventually, I guess the goal would be to deepen this segment here. But, I mean, to start with, just make a big old lake-ish thing is where we're going to start. Alright, let's see. Still got nothing to do here because they haven't built his... There it goes. Now we can start chopping these trees down here. Alright, we have 6 unemployed beavers, which is pretty cool. That means we have room for crazy expansion stuff. So, let's get a hauling post. Which for some reason is just immediately unlocked. That doesn't make too much sense to me. It feels like that should be something we have to research. Oh, that tree got chopped down. Oh well. Oh well. I don't know why we have path continuing there. Let's see. Where to hauling post? I guess we'll just put it down here. This is a good enough place. Goodest place as any to place the hauling post. It's consuming all the planks right now. Okay, there's something. Let's build... Actually, we have a fair amount of science sitting around. Let's do the upgraded plank workshop, which uses a bit more power, which we definitely have available, but does its job way quicker. And it requires 10 planks to build, though. Oh, so we gotta wait for 10 planks to be available in order to actually make use of it, though. So I guess let's wait for 10 planks to be available, then we can get it going. Alright. And our adventure into the venture into this this area over here has started. This future basin, I guess I'll call it, with this mountain in the middle that contains a bunch of bad water. Let's see. Let's So for the path to the industrial area over this way, I guess we could go over this way and then down some stairs here, and then we could do the industrial area like right here, continuing down into this area. Because I mean, the key point is that we have bad water that we can pump here, and then that can be used for, you know, whatever we need to use that for. Thinking right now. But yeah, I guess let's new level of prosperity or whatever. Well, here, let's get rid of a bunch of the stuff up here. And then I think, yeah, for more of a uniform situation, we're gonna have the path, the main path through the storage depot be this one here. So actually, not that and that. And that will also allow this stuff to go through here. Let's also get rid of that tree there. That way we can have a straight path in here instead of this kind of curvy one. Alright, alright. So now we're up here. Slowly building the path across, and then over this way is where we're going to start our little industrial empire. As soon as we can start producing power at a higher level, I guess. Autosaves. So actually, I'll get a automated water pump. I think that only does regular water. Yeah. So we'll need a regular bad water pump here. And then the storage for this can be over here. And actually, in fact, we don't have the 10 spare planks here because I keep using planks for stuff. Oh, this is no exception though. Oh, that needs gears. Never mind, we'll just pause that for now. And metal! Oh gosh, I didn't realize I'd have to get metal processing shit first. Okay, well, now that that's known. Oh, interesting. Now that that is known, I guess we'll start metal production over here quite soon then. I guess that also means that I will have to come up here to start gathering the metal. Okay, but let's upgrade this thing first, alright? Here's the thing, actually. What is the windmills are relatively cheap. Small engine. Requires haulers. Which fuel does this thing burn? This thing burns logs. The next one up, which... oh, is actually significantly more expensive. Burns charcoal, and the next one burns biofuel. So, we'll maybe put in a couple small engines to start with, as those don't seem like they're that expensive to keep running. Then we can probably build another forestry to keep up with the demand somewhere. So, speaking of this forestry, though, let's ensure that all these tree spots get planted with the proper thing. And actually, we'll keep some birch trees in the, I guess, back regions here. Just for a little bit of variety and quick wood. The main bulk of our shit is the forward apple tree deployment here. Yeah. Alright, so we have 19 planks now. Okay. Get rid of this guy. and replace him with the Auto Planker 2.0 or whatever the heck this thing is going to be called. Shouldn't take them long to build that. And once that's built, we'll have a much faster supply of planks, hopefully. Ooh, this guy's doing some good work over this way. He's gotten all the way over this way, coming back this way. How far is this range? It's out to about there. So once this guy has chomped through most of his stuff, actually, let's just say that right now. Why not? Because this is currently our like supercharged supply of logs. Of course, this is all temporary. We're doing a thing over here, obviously. And there's a drought approaching. We are doing probably okay on water. Alright, well... planks are... bit in demand right now. But here, so we'll put... where's the metal gathering flag? Okay. Put a metal gathering flag up there, and we'll make the first thing on the second level here a storage for scrap metal. An industrial pile for scrap metal. I do want to fill out these spaces out right here with a couple more other storages, but I want the scrap metal storage to actually be close to the scrap metal, so that's why that goes up there for now. Alright. Things appear to be going smoothly. We're gonna run out of power. And these guys will be cranking as fast as they can, though, so we'll be fine with that. Honestly, though, this doesn't seem like it's too much in the way of scrap metal. And yeah, we'll have to keep going farther and farther to get more, different, Of course there's an underground mine in the middle of this. Why wouldn't there be? In order to get at this, though, after we've obviously cleared away all this, we'll have to shut this thing off, which is not too impossible. Where is that? Is it under water? Water. This thing, which is quite expensive. Yeah. We have to put one of these on here. So yeah, that's not an option for now. So we'll have to go around the map, finding bits like this and extracting them. That's not a obviously not a permanent sustainable solution, but it's fine. We are good on food right now. Alright. We are also doing pretty good on planks due to that. Due to this, we're doing well on planks right now. Our forestry, honestly, is not that large. But hey, with what we're doing over here, we could, in theory, make it much bigger. Okay, well, plant corn there. Okay, that's just already marked cuttable. Interesting that the water, yeah, the water dried up here before this we even started the drought. So yeah, we'll be. Oh wait, let's stop destroying that. Let that get chopped down by this lumberjerk. Alright. Okay, here's the drought. We're now out of, well, once those power wheels stop, we're gonna stop having any planks that we can consume for anything. But everything else should be fine for now. Let's see. Yeah, everything else should be fine. Surprised we haven't gotten it's a 5-day drought. Ooh, that's the longest one yet. Surprised we haven't gotten a bad tide yet. Oh, this area is retreating. Interesting. Well, this guy's... Well, actually, let's see. Over here. Yeah, this guy's not sucking any of that stuff in, so... Blockage. Add water source. Oh, that's the anti-water source. Ugh. Sucks the water in. So stupid. Alright. Buildings lacking power. That just kind of happens. In the meantime, I can come over, start preparing this area to be where we're going to have our industrial capacity. So we're going to need our metal workshop, which is not the kiln. Is that going to be necessary? Oh, it will be. Okay, we'll need a kiln, which takes... well, this thing is going to need... Oh, we're going to need both the kilns. Oh, fun. Well, these are not going to go in the industrial area. These are going to go... This is the same... That's that building again. Anyhow, these are just, I guess, general job stuff. So these can go here. We won't be able to place them side by side there. Yes. So we'll do 2 there. And then this can be... What goes here? What does bricks get stored in, though? Do you store bricks? You do store bricks. Perfect. A medium warehouse here. That can store the bricks. And, I don't know, I guess we'll put, like, 4 of these guys for more bricks, I guess, because I'll put the, charcoal or whatever on the 2nd floor. I know this is a little awkward, and this does, of course, mean that we have to have a path coming along the outside here. But I was like, it's just too much of a good thing to not do that. Alright. Then, for the... I think it is an industrial stockpile that we'd have to use for... charcoal, yes. Alright. We got all that stuff down. Cool. That's all being produced. That then means that we're gonna need... That means that we can come over here... and start setting up a smelter. Yes. This thing is a long boy. And if we set it up right here, that would kind of block us access to that. Can't really set it up here, so we're going to have to push it back to there. 300 science points, yes. Now, I want to... I can't do this one just yet, because this one requires both gears and metal, which we don't have. This guy just requires stuff that we do generally have, so we'll use a... Ooh. A small engine. And we'll push this thing back a block. That way we can... Oh shit, I don't have enough science. I need 200. Damn it! Okay. Well, I guess... Guess I have to wait for the science points to roll in. I thought I was like, oh, I got tons and tons of science. I can just unlock and unlock and unlock. No. No, I can't. Well, that does give me time to put in the storage for... So once again, we come back over here. A lot of large storages here, but this will be for metal. Our storage block is starting to gain some mass here. Alright. Alright, this is a wow, oh wow. There's a lot of progress being made here today. Wow, this guy has reach over basically everything. You are unnecessary. Right there, at least. I'll move you over this way. That way you can chop all this crap way faster. Yeah, this little project here is almost ready. All ready, I guess. I suppose I do have some conditioning to do around this, but then... Yeah, it's basically ready. Also does mean I probably need more logs for things. There's wood over this way I could probably use. Ooh. Is this guy out of range? Oh, it is. Okay. So let's just, hello, pathway, please. Let's just yeah, let's just get all this stuff here. Oh, it's the end of the drought, so this area is going to be a little bit wet now. Whatever. Oh, I should have paid attention to this and made sure this shit actually got done before the drought ended, but whatever. Ooh, maybe they'll actually get finished. I can then have them pull this plug and then quickly get out before they get too wet. Ooh, this tree's also done. So let's... Oh, okay. Demolish! Okay, let's put some corn. Okay. They got this whole thing done before the water returned. Nice! And now we have this bigger reservoir-ish thing here. I guess it's just a lake, but hey, more water storage for the future. And get rid of this lumberjack, because they are now unnecessary. Watch this thing, though. That thing's also unnecessary. Yeah, way more green area here. Well, we can always deal with more corn. So let's do more corn! Let's just fill this area with corn. Oh, I guess they can't reach this, can they? Oh well. Good enough. This area is now just a nice, harmless little lake. Oh, well, I didn't realize it would go this far back in here. Oh well. Again, harmless little lake here. That'll store a bunch more water for us in the future. Cool shit. And now this guy gets back to work. This guy needs... Oh, do we have the science? We do have the science points for the engine now. So... let's go with a small engine. Oh, I need to put a fucking power shaft behind this oddly shaped building here. God, that's stupid. Well, that is that. And that will start the production of metal, which is used in a bunch of random shit, so that's pretty cool. I have 0 children, 1 unemployed. I'm at my labor limit, which is not good. So I guess what that really means is I need another water pump here to make sure that we'll keep the water, enough water flowing into this society, but that also means that I need more housing. Oh, there's been some overflow over this way. Okay. I guess that makes sense. Now, build more housing there, and then actually we can unlock bigger water tank, because I'm in a spendy mood right now. Spend the science points, spend the planks, whatever. Auto-saving lag. Spend it all. This guy not... I'll get chopped eventually, I guess. Wow, they are clear-cutting. They've clear-cut the shit out of this, which is amazing and very useful. So I can now just kind of come in here and be like, alright, idle builders, get rid of all the goddamn stumps. Don't want a pimply, freckly, lake bed, I guess, would be what we got here. That's what we're going to build. That's what we're going to turn this thing into. We're going to turn this into a lake bed. Okay, I guess that one's getting destroyed instead of harvested. Why not? Alright. I think that's most of what we got so far. We do need to figure out... I think we said we're gonna try to do like a sluice over here for outlet purposes, but that of course requires us to unlock the sluice. Oh, we're making metal, so that'll be easy once we have our metal production up and running. Got a good supply of logs. And we're making metal. Woo! Metal, guys. Yeah, we don't have gears yet. That comes later. This thing takes 200 horsepower. Holy shit. I didn't realize it took so much. I'm glad I put an engine for it then, because that is a lot. Like a fucking lot of horsepower. It looks like we're full on corn, which means it's a good time to put in more corn storage. Actually, just planning for this in the future. So we'll have that there. 1, 2, 3. That there. Which means we'll have some space on the end anyway. Yeah, okay. So we'll build another path in here. And we'll build... Yeah, we'll build a bunch more storages here. For now, we'll just assign the first 2 to cooked corn. This thing's also been constructed? Hell yeah. This thing... Oh wow, we actually don't have the workers to run all this shit. That... yeah. Oh, because someone's injured. Yeah, then that's the problem. That's why I added more beavers to the colony, because like, that's kind of necessary. Hey bud, you're facing the wrong way. The trees are in the other direction. Stop goofing off. There's a bunch of unharvested corn here, because obviously we're full on corn. Yeah, we have a good amount of food. Don't have much in the way of logs right now. Bit annoying. We have almost cut through the... logs are going to become a problem here. Oh no. I realize I've just suddenly accelerated the consumption of logs. I guess we'll start marking trees over this way for cutting, and then this will be our next source of sun logs. Yeah, we'll need to create a much larger forestry system. That's for certain. Because this, I mean, it's okay, but it's not going to sustain us. Like, at all. So. It died. Why did it die, though? Don't know why the trees over here died. The contamination might have something to do with it, and that is my timer. Okay, so with that little autosave spike there, I think we're going to leave that there for today. Maybe we'll come back to this in the next stream, because I am out of time. I got shit I'm gonna do to... a little bit time sensitive today. So, yeah, so thank you all for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. Please make sure to leave a like on the stream on your way out and subscribe. Check out my game linked in the description, and so on the next live stream or whatever. Oh, where's my stop button? There it is.